Hey everyone, Rick again here with my Mandocello, here to show you a little bit about how to play Cheap Trick's Mandocello. You don't need a Mandocello to achieve this. You can just tune a guitar into Mandocello tuning, C, G, D, A. Like even take a 12-string acoustic, it sounds pretty close. That's what I did when I'm working with my Cheap Trick tribute band Stiff Competition. Before I got this rig, I would just use a 12-string. So Mandocello itself only has a few parts, and none of them are hard to play. As I will say often when talking about Cheap Trick, if it's hard to play, you're doing it wrong. So let's dive in. Let's start with the intro. Very simple little chord shape here. Slide it up, and then down to this, and then one finger. So this is, you've got like this C chord tonality down here. This is like F and D. I don't think Rick would worry about what do you name this chord. It just sounds good. This is a C chord, and this is also a C chord, and this becomes a C major 7th. If you really want to like know all this stuff, my guess is he just lets his fingers do the walking, finds things that sound cool, and then he lets Tom figure out what to call it later on. So yeah, real easy. Move up 2 frets down to this. One finger. And repeat. And the next bit. That's really the main part of the song. It has just 2 pieces to it. One is the main. And then of course. So the first part is just modified like boogie woogie. Going back to any Chuck Berry riff. But of course, being Rick Nielsen, he's going to just twist one little thing to make it different. So instead of being a bluesy thing, it becomes more of a major scale. Just on the low 2 strings. 2nd and 4th fret there on the high string. Real easy. And the other part is basically this descending line from B flat, A flat, G. Very finger friendly, and you can tell this just stumbled into it and it sounded cool. When I'm playing, it's a measure of 5 in the middle of a song. It's all 4/4 for the nerds. So always these 2 notes. Back to the other part. There you go. Common with all the early Cheap Trick stuff, there's a couple of things that happen only once. The 3rd fret, 2 strings, up to the 7th fret. Then they go, just move up, from these low 2 strings, the middle 2 strings, or, I want to do that, either or, but yeah, 3rd fret, 7th fret, 3rd fret again. Why? Why not? First bridge, again, simple, like I'm sure his fingers just stumbled into this thing. 1 note. Walk down. Let's just do the 3 high strings. What is this chord? Some kind of crazy B flat something. And then more or less a G something. Back to. The other piece in here is in the 2nd bridge, where he starts strumming some chords here. But this little shape right here, it's a nice little major chord, and this is a C, big low C down here. Moves it down to a B flat, A flat, go to this as an A minor, so the chord shape's just a little different. This would be G, thankfully it's nice and open. And I'm only playing the high 3 strings. And then this thing, hey, what do you want to call that? I don't know, it's some kind of an F chord with a D on top. Open D string, and then move that down 1 fret. What do you call it? I don't know, it sounds cool. It's gonna be 7th, I guess. Back to that A minor. B flat. A minor again, B flat again. And the first phrase one more time. It's a C chord, B flat chord, B flat, and into the guitar solo. Which you do actually need to have a real guitar to handle that. When I'm doing the stiff competition, I usually have the acoustic up on a stand, and I'm wearing the electric so I can switch and then jump back and forth. You know, there's probably a couple ways to skin that cat, but whatever you do, do not call Billy Corgan and ask him to do the solo. Yeah, and then to round it out, eventually back to this thing. And back to the intro. There's one more detail. Arpeggio on the C chord. So just a few pieces, sounds awesome, and again, you don't necessarily need to have a Mandocello to do it, but I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy playing this as much as I do, because I do love playing me some cheap trick. So thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you again.